Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel Mo Digging. It's good to see you once again. Well, this week I'm going to do something really different that I've never done before. I'm going to go out to a location that I've hit really hard in the past. I've dug all the low tones, mid tones, and high tones, but I've never investigated the foil signals. And watching other people, I've realized that a lot of chains, like silver chains and gold chains and really small jewelry, will ring up like foil. So I'm going to give that a try, see if I can't find anything like that, and hopefully have a good time. So let's get straight to it. All right, folks, I've been out here for about 20 minutes now, and I found a few pieces of foil, like aluminum foil, and pieces of can, and some trash and things like that. But here's my first piece of jewelry for the week. It's not much. It's just an Avon earring, I guess. Where'd the piece go? Yeah, here you go. A little tiny piece of metal right there says Avon on it. So it was ringing up in the 50s. So here's my first piece of jewelry that ring up so low. We'll take it and keep on detecting. Well, it looks as though I now have my second piece of jewelry for the week, and it's kind of gold colored, so let's take a look together and see what we have. This was a 52 signal, kind of your classic foil sound, and it's got to be something interesting. Let's take a look together and see what we have here. Yeah, what is that? That actually looks halfway decent. Give me a moment to clean that up. Ooh, boy, that might actually be a little bit of gold. You know, that is not a bad-looking piece of jewelry. It's a little pendant. I guess that's probably a feather. But I looked this thing up and down and could not find any markings on it whatsoever. So it's probably just a little piece of costume jewelry. But I'm telling you, that could have very easily been a little piece of gold with some diamonds. So we're going to take it and keep hunting. Well, it looks as though I have a pin right here. It was ringing up as a 70 signal on the Fisher Gold Bug Pro, and I haven't really taken much of a look at it. I think it's a Pokemon, if I'm not mistaken. I looked at one side of it, and I think those are Pokeballs right there. But yeah, that's going to be something kind of different. Oh boy, what is that? Huh. I do not know what Pokemon that is, but my brother and a good friend of mine are really into Pokemon, so hopefully they'll be able to tell me. It may say they're on the back too, but that's pretty cool. Got myself a little bit of Pokemon material today. Well, everyone, I just had myself a surface find. Let me show you what it rang up as on the detector. It's ringing up as a 52. It's a target that I usually would not dig up, but sure enough, it's something kind of interesting. Got myself a ring. I don't know what kind of material that is, ringing up as a 52, probably stainless steel or something like that, but I think it may show like the moon phases or something. Kind of an interesting find, but we'll take it and get back to it. As previously mentioned, I'm at a spot that I have hit really hard in the past, and I've been out here for an hour and a half, and I just now got my first coin, if you can believe that. Got myself a copper penny. Wow. Looks to be probably 70s, if I had to take a guess. Or no, it's actually, I think, a 1982 copper penny. So kind of cool, but it goes to show that some of these locations, you can really drain them of all their targets. That's my first coin in an hour and a half, so we'll take it. Now, this was certainly an unexpected find. Just had a 54 signal, which is usually a pretty low tone. That's what I'm investigating this week, obviously. And it's usually a piece of aluminum can, but it's actually a bracelet. I think it's made of a bunch of fake like Chinese coins, so that's kind of cool. Hopefully that cleans up pretty well, but I don't know, it looks kind of cheap too, so we'll put it away. Well, this is pretty neat. Because I'm digging a lot of the really low tones, I'm also listening for the really deep iffy signals, and I just found something kind of cool. Let's take a look. It was pretty far down there, probably about 8 inches down. It's not a coin. It's a button, a little flat button there. Shank is still on it, so that's kind of cool. They probably have a little bit of information on the reverse, but that's a good looking old brass flat button. Don't know if there's going to be anything on the obverse of it, the front, but no, it doesn't look like it, but still pretty cool. Nice little flat button. Well, it looks as though I've done it, you guys. Just got myself a 56 signal, which is pretty low, and popped a little item out of my plug, and I've got some silver sitting here. Let's take a look at this. Talk about a low silver number. 56 is way down there. It's actually below pull tab, but here's why. It's some elongated piece of silver. I'm not even sure what that is. I don't know if that's an earring or what, but it is marked there, 925. PZ, and then it's got some other writing right there. Don't know if that's a maker's mark. What the heck is that? I'm gonna have to look around and figure out what that might be. But I have no doubt in my mind that's a little piece of silver. Pretty cool. We will take it and keep hunting. I'm happy so far this week. Well, it's now day 2 of metal detecting this week, and I have found nothing but garbage in the last 30 minutes. But I just got a 48 signal and popped my plug here, and I may have some gold. Let's take a look together. Well, this was certainly a target that I would not normally investigate. But you know what? This may be something good. You can see it poking out right there. Looks to be an earring. Man, it's really in this plug, though. Let's see if I can't get it out of there without damaging it too much. Oh, shit. Come on, target. Looks to be a hoop earring. Well, you got to give me a moment to get this out of here without breaking it into a million pieces. Give me just a moment. This is certainly not a bad find. It's a decent looking piece of jewelry, but it's not actually gold. It's marked. Let me zoom in just a little bit. It's a sterling hoop earring, maybe plated or something like that. The markings are up here. There you go. 925. Sorry, I know you guys can't see that too well, but it's a little sterling silver earring that rang up real low. Rang up like all the foil I've been digging up out here. So we'll take it. This stuff is certainly to be expected. I'm finding a lot of it, just little pieces of foil. But just got something a little different right here. Piece of a pair of glasses or sunglasses. And I wouldn't have dug it up except for this little tiny piece of metal right there that was ringing up like a piece of foil. So it certainly shows that I'm finding some really tiny oddball stuff because I'm digging such low tones. So we're going to keep digging. You know, I don't really know what I have here. It's obviously a ring. It was just below the grass, and I've already cleaned it up, and there are no markings on that ring. It was ringing up as a pull tab. Very, very thin ring. It was probably like a 59, 60 signal. So it may be silver. Could also be gold, I guess, maybe white gold. Don't really know. Wish it had some sort of markings on there. I may test it if I can find something to test it with, but I'm going to call that silver for now. Pretty cool. Another piece of silver, probably. Here's a little find that was sitting on top of the ground that I didn't notice, except that I've got my detector real low, and I'm finding these mid-40s and 50 signals. I think this was about a 44 on the machine. I suspect that's probably a little drone motor, little electric motor for a drone that may have fallen off of one of them. So kind of strange. Don't think I've ever found anything like that. It's not silver and it's not gold, but it is another piece of jewelry. Just got myself another earring, it looks like. And it's in 2 pieces, but it's still kind of a neat little find, I guess. Got myself a little guitar there. Not in very good shape. Looks like it's made out of pot metal. It was ringing up as a 70 on my machine, but still kind of a cool little find. So we'll put that away. Oh, let me show you one other thing that I did find a little while ago. Give me just a second. Get out of my bag. Got myself a bracelet, actually. It was just below the grass. Kind of an odd bracelet. I think it's stainless steel. Got some information in there. www.holotech.biz. I'll have to look that up. Very odd find. I guess it's got DNA on there, is the symbol it's supposed to be, but kind of cool. We'll take it. Here's another kind of unusual find after I just got the guitar. I got a deck of cards. I'm not sure exactly what it is. I don't know if it's an earring or what. Kind of strange. Let's see, you got a 10, a queen, an ace. Huh. That's different. And I don't even know what that really is. My guess probably some sort of earring. It was like 2 inches down. And it's made of pot metal, but still a cool find. So we're gonna put it in the bag. Yeah. Can't talk. Now this is really strange. I just got a really deep penny dime signal. It was about 7 inches down right there. Messed around on the hole a little bit and couldn't find my target and eventually popped it out. And it's this, of all things. It's a piece of a coin. And you know what it is? It's a freaking clad dime. A clad dime. What the heck? There's not going to be a mint on it, but, or I'm sorry, a year on it because it'd be down here. But what the heck? Why on earth is there a cut up clad dime like 6 or 7 inches underground? That is so strange. Very, very odd. We'll put it away. Just got another weird find, digging these low tones. This was a 54 signal, a big loud 54. Just popped this out. About an inch down. It's a little, oops. Yeah, broke part of it, but it's a little tiny measuring tape. It's a little one that you put on your backpack or your keychain. So kind of a cool little find. We'll take it. All right, everybody. It's now the end of day 2 and the sun is very quickly going down. I just got a really low signal there, a 48 signal, a signal that I would never ever dig beforehand. And I actually popped it out of the ground a little bit. And I've got a little ring sitting here. Could this possibly be a little gold ring? I don't know. What do we have here? Huh. Very odd signal. Is it maybe steel? I like to think it's a little white gold ring, but I don't know yet. Give me just a second and I'll clean that up. You know, I have no idea what kind of material that is, but I'm pretty sure it's not gold. It's pretty flaky inside of it too, so it's going to be a junker. Little costume jewelry ring. We'll put it away and hopefully finish up detecting here in the next few minutes. Well, here we are on day number 3 of metal detecting this week, and I may already have another piece of silver. Let's take a look. This was an itty bitty signal. It was a little 58 signal. I already cleaned it up a little bit. It's a little tiny charm of all things. Made with love in America, I guess is what that's supposed to mean. And then on the reverse it says Alex and Annie. AlexandAnnie.com. Huh, that's unusual. I don't know what that's... I don't know if it's silver or not. It certainly came out of the ground looking right. So we'll put it away, clean it up, and keep on detecting. It looks like I just got another kind of old find here. I just got a pretty deep 71 signal and popped this out of the ground. It's an old piece of white lead, oxidized lead. Probably a round ball, so it's probably 1800s. Kind of smashed up and chewy, but still a neat find with some age to it. Well, about 10 feet away from that musket ball, I just got another really deep signal. It was about, this was about 8 inches down. And I just popped this out of the ground. I think it's an old hair clip, if I had to guess, like a lady's hair clip. It's in 2 pieces, unfortunately. These old brass pieces are usually pretty fragile. I'll have to pick that piece up here in just a moment. I think it says Boy's Brother, Boston. And then this other side says patent applied for. So if I had to take a guess, I'd say it's about 1900. But anyone else out there is welcome to chime in and maybe correct me. Still a pretty neat little find there. Well, this is pretty interesting. I just got myself a really deep penny dime signal, like a 79, 80, 81 signal, bouncing around a little bit. And at about 8 inches down, I've got a small scent here. Don't know what I've got. What could it be? Is it an Indian or just a really crunchy wheat scent? What do we have here? Woo! That's a rough looking coin. I don't know what I have. Give me a second, I might clean that up and we may have an identification on this. Hope it's an Indian. Well, it's hard to see, but I do believe I have a positive identification on this coin. I think that's the reverse, and I'm fairly certain this is the obverse. I think you can just barely see the bust of Abraham Lincoln there, facing to the right. Wow, that is a rough-looking coin. It's got to be a wheat penny, especially since this side is so flat. But, yeah, that's probably a teens or 20s wheat penny, especially being about 8 inches underground. So, we'll take it. That at least shows that there's still some old coins out here. It's not exactly my first key for the week, but I just popped this out. Got me a key fob at about 2 inches down. It's been out here for a little while. It was ringing up between iron and coin signal, so kind of cool. We'll throw that in the bag. All right, you guys, it's the day after that last hunt. I'm back at the house now, and it's time to go over all my finds. Well, there she is, folks, a pretty full board of stuff. We're going to come over here first and look at all the garbage that we found this week. Lots and lots of garbage, especially these foil signals that I never dig. I was finding all sorts of weird stuff. Like I kept finding, I think those are like nicotine gum wrappers and just random pieces of foil. Found a lot of that junk. So if you're going to go out and metal detect, take as much garbage with you as you can, including stuff that's just sitting on top of the ground. It really protects the hobby. Or we're going to come over here first and look at all this stuff. Or we're going to come over here next and look at all this stuff. Found a little bit of change this week. Only about $2.50 a change. So as I said, I've really hit this area hard in the past. And this really shows. I went out metal detecting for about 12 hours over 3 separate hunts. And only found about $2.50 in change. Some really odd things. There's like a telephone connector. There's that little hairpin. Found an arrow. Actually found a few arrows, but this one's broken. I got some grommets and washers. There's a little iron buckle there. Got a big hoop earring right here. Some copper wiring. 2 pencil tops. This is kind of an odd find. I got somebody's contact case because it's got this little foil wrapper on the side of it, so I did dig that up. I got a shotgun shell. Here's a piece of somebody's sunglasses or just regular glasses. This was kind of a funny find. I got a working mag light in the dark while I was walking back to my car. So it's kind of a nice little find. About a $10 flashlight. There's that piece of a key fob. Got this little, it's either like a bracelet for a wrist or maybe an ankle bracelet with fake Chinese coins. Got some zippers. Found a lighter sitting in the grass. Got a decent little pile of pull tabs this week, and some of these were ringing up real low, like pieces of pull tabs. Those are kind of disappointing to find, including like that one right there, just a partial piece of a pull tab, piece of a plug. Those are, I think, brass. All sorts of odds and ends and weird stuff. Not really sure about these finds. There's some, they were ringing up on the detector. They're pieces of some sort of smoking device. Got some bullets this week. I got that, what I think is a round ball for a musket ball. Some other just random bullets right here. I got that pretty neat little Pokemon pin. Gosh, talk about a weird find. This piece of a clad dime. Why somebody cut that up, I have no idea. Sorry about the wind. It is getting a little windy right now. But yeah, a piece of a dime. What the heck? This is a pretty cool find. It's one of my very few old finds for the week. I managed to get one flat button. Not at all a bad find. Wish there had been something on it. Lots of little knick-knacky jewelry stuff. I looked this brand up, and this is like some sort of healing bracelet. Kind of an odd little find there. Got that measuring tape. I did get a button battery this week. What else do we have? This is pretty cool. This little silver earring. It's one of my few silver finds for the week. It was ringing up as foil. Don't know if I talked about that, the little motor there. Can't remember now. But did get that motor for like a drone. Got a stainless steel ring right there. I think this one is silver too. I wasn't able to test it, but I think that's also a silver ring. You get that nice little pendant there. I think it's a feather. Not anything precious though. Little odds and ends. I don't believe this is silver. I looked this brand up and it looks to probably just be plated. It's probably brass, but neat little find there. Got that little guitar right there. I did get one wheat penny. It's in terrible shape. It's got to be from the teens of the 20s. You can barely see anything on it, but I got one wheat penny. There's that other little junker ring. There's a junker ring I didn't show you guys. Just other little things. I got this pretty decent little earring right here, 925 Israel sterling silver earring. Got a belly button ring, deck of cards. That's most everything. We didn't do too badly this week. Found a little bit of silver. It was pretty enjoyable trying something new this week, and it kind of paid off, I would say. You know, folks, we didn't do too badly this week. Still managed to find a little bit of silver out at a spot that I've hunted really hard in the past. Got outside, enjoyed the really nice weather, had a lot of fun, and learned a little bit about metal detecting the foil signals. So until next time, stay safe, and I will see you guys next time. Goodbye now.